talk. One-on-one conversation, 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comings with the it factor. It's the Jazzie KWard coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs.
Hey everyone, happy Thursday. It's almost Friday, right? I feel like it's almost Friday. It's been a long work week, but I am so excited to be with you all tonight. So thank you so much for welcoming me into your homes wherever you are across the world. And thank you so much for your continued support of Artists Talk and Feature Friday to talk to some of these amazing artists up close and personal. And my special guest tonight is singer, actor, philanthropist Alex Harris. And we're going to have a conversation with him tonight. But before we get started, I need you to go over to KWard Radio. You know, get your other device. I know you have another one, right? And go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can get all these jazzy notifications. And then all you have to do is jump over to KWardRadio.com and subscribe your email address so you can get all the great things that are coming from KWard Radio and WKRWD. But to get the show started, my first guest again, Alex Harris, singer, actor, philanthropist, you know, soul, R&B. He's an actor, he's a speaker. And hey guys, I'm just super excited. I mean, he has a new project out, Frequency. And if you don't know this brother, shame on you. But you will definitely get to know him tonight up close and personal with Jazzie KWard. So without further ado, let's give him a lot of love. Let's share the video and let's welcome recording artist Alex Harris. What's up, Alex?
Hey, how's it going? How's everything?
Everything is going well, my brother. It's just like, you're looking fly. You sitting over there. I love the painting. Your hair's on point. Everything is just all together.
Oh man, thank you, brother. Well, I have to, look up the part. I'm appearing on the Jazzy KWard show, so I have
Right, yeah.
to.
Hey, I appreciate that. I
Thank you,
can,
man.
I try to stay on script a lot of times. Alex, I have to really keep myself together. But when I first heard you,
Hmm.
I'm always up all time night because a lot of people say, "Do you sleep?" Outside of my full time work, it's just like you're up. But sometimes that's when I do my best work. Is like when everything is still, when everything is quiet. That's just a lot of time for me to to research things. And I can't remember the song, but when I first heard your voice, I said,
Hmm.
"This is truly a gift from a higher power." Because you when you hear the soul and the richness in your voice, I said this brother had to come from a small I'm just assuming it. I said he came from a small town in a church somewhere. He came from somebody's church somewhere, you know.
Yeah. Well,
So
thank you.
yeah. And I
I
knew you
did
were.
it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna respond. I am from a small town, ironically, and called Manchester, Georgia. So shout out to all the Manchester people,
Oh,
and
oh,
just a country boy from the Red Clay Hills of Georgia.
the Rick. So Manchester, Georgia. I mean, I'm familiar with Georgia. What is that close to for
So
those?
I think the landmark or the city that people will be most familiar to it, very close, is Warm Springs, where
Right.
President,
Okay.
yeah, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the little White House, we're 5 minutes away from there. In fact, my mother
Mhm.
was born and raised in Warm Springs, and
Wow.
my grandfather uh, worked at the foundation there. He was a chef, and after fighting in the war, he's a veteran, and he worked there. And my mother and grandmother, they were all
Okay.
there. Unfortunately, they're no longer with us on this planet, but you know, uh, we have a lot of history around that area. And
Oh
my
yeah.
dad, yeah, was born in Manchester, and then later moved to Columbus, Georgia. People may be familiar with Fort Benning, and
Right.
so yeah, so we're definitely
Oh, oh
in
wow.
in 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 the in the soils of it. It's in my fingernails.
And it's in the grit of that dirt. Hey everybody.
Augusta,
Hey
Georgia. Somebody say Augusta, Georgia. Yep.
Augusta. Hey Bia. And also hello to everyone. And Costella. And then she said, congratulations, on your number one, Alex.
Yes, I went to. I man, I was just stoked, man. Number one on the indie soul chart
Right.
across the country is just. I'm
Right.
blessed. I'm so grateful. So grateful.
Right. I mean the album, for all of those who are new to Alex, he has a new project out. It's titled Frequency. So let me ask you this, Alex. Why that title Frequency?
That's a great question. It during quarantine. Well, before we someone was I was talking to someone with they I think 2 days ago, and they said, I never heard of the word pandemic. That wasn't in my vocabulary.
Oh
And he said,
wow.
and we just get hit with pandemic. And he's a brilliant guy, and I think he was exaggerating. The point is that this comes out of nowhere
Mhm.
and least expected for us. We're doing our thing. 2020, cheers to new year and new decade, and then up, stop. Not just our country, the world.
The word.
And it really tells us a lot about life and appreciation of each other. So when that happened, before that happened, I was flying back and forth, New York, Los Angeles. In fact, I'd just gotten back from Los Angeles, and I've been gone, pretty much traveling the whole month of January and part of
Okay.
February, and trying to pull this music together. We didn't know what we knew. We needed to do an EP, and what it was going to be and how it was going to turn out. We didn't really know. We were just trying to find great music and great songs, and things that I wanted to connect with. So as co-producer with one of my brothers, Arceus Swag, people know him from his work with her and Kalani and a whole bunch of other great artists.
Oh yeah.
But he and I, along with management and Richard Goddard and a few other folks. We just kind of just surveying what will be the great music, and then all of a sudden this, so no more flights. We don't know what we're going to do. Everybody leaving the office, and how do we set up? So in the middle of lockdown, I, for a moment, as many share with me, they have the same experience. I felt extremely vulnerable, and people that know me know that I'm just pretty much just kind of cool and positive all the time. And I didn't necessarily get negative in my attitude, but it was just this kind of creativity, kind of standstill. I felt frozen in time. I, couldn't gather thoughts. It happened maybe lasted for a few days, couple days or three, and then I kind of snapped out of that after start to process it, and I realized in reflection, when we got once we start to I set up a studio in my home, and if you know anything about recording in the home, you try to find the deadest area, meaning the most isolated. So I said
Right.
I'm going to go into my closet studios
Right.
and
Right.
record these vocals. So we started to record and demos songs, and then I also was writing. And in fact, some of the music that I had started writing, I completed it, and then I wrote the song "Falling for You" during the lockdown. And
Okay.
after I finished writing that song, I was like, oh, it was like, what are we going to title the record? And I said, with all the frequencies of negativity that is going on social media, George Floyd and Breonna
Oh yeah.
Taylor and the pandemic, and every time you turn around, it was some loss, and whether jobs or someone transitioning due to the pandemic, I was like, there's a lot of energy in the frequencies of our communication. How might I use these same platforms
Mhm.
to vibrate at a higher, uh, in a higher space positively, and raise hope and raise the energy of love and togetherness in such a divisive time of the elections. And so I said, at first I
Mm.
said love frequency, frequency. And I said, why can't it just be one word, frequency? And
Oh yeah.
that's what the music is. Everything is about frequency. It's about vibration. Our existence is about that. And so what better um, word to kind of convey this message of
Mm.
importance of raising positive vibrations, and I've been entrusted with this amazing gift of music, to share it. And the songs that whether I'm talking about a love song like "Falling for You" or "Cry to Me" or "Rolling," I'm talking about social justice with songs like "Humanity" on the
Oh yeah.
record, and also family with "Entangled" and about the coming together or feel some kind of way, which is also a little bit of social justice and what we need to do as a community and respond to a lot of the non sense that happens around how we value our humanness. Sometimes we don't value others because
Right.
someone don't look like us. They're not in our circles. They're not in our clique. Um, so it's really about coming together and vibrating high. So that's the whole concept of frequency. That was
Yeah.
probably
And
more
I'm
than you
so
asked for.
oh no, I'm so glad that you mentioned that because in my 4-day everyday life, I work in social justice work, which I've been doing for over 10 years now. And
Wow.
when I think about music and I think about mind, body, and soul, whether you think about Black Lives Matter, and then I can put on a Alex Harris CD, and when I thought about frequency and I thought about, especially your song resonated to me, the humanity. And matter of fact, I'm with a diversity, equity, and inclusion group that I'm a part, of my full-time work. And we were just recently, Alex, talking about, just don't surprise you. So before we do our Zoom meetings, now everything, I'm working from home. And so when we have these Zoom meetings, so we open up. So at work, I'm like a DJ when we're on the Zoom to kind of break the ice. And matter of
Hmm.
fact, I put on your song the other day on the Zoom, the Humanity song. As
Oh
people were
well.
coming in on the Zoom, and people were like, "Who is that?" And when people was like, "Oh my God," because your voice has so much rich tone in it, and it's like,
Thank you.
who is that guy? So I was like, "That's Alex Tone." So I'm sure you've been compared to Sam Cooke and a lot of other artists with that old soul. Just to me, it's real music, and very rare do you find artists, I think, with your
Right.
kind of vocal ability.
Well, thank you.
And and what happened yesterday in Atlanta, Georgia, with the Asian community.
Right.
And
Right.
as we were listening and thinking about your song, Humanity, you know, music is much needed today. And when I listen to music, I'm a lyric person. Yeah,
Right.
I like the beat, and I turn up and do all that. But a lot of times, I listen to that song Humanity, and it is so much needed right now, Alex.
Yeah, the song "Humanity" is all about how we value the humanness of humanity, and I think when we realize that, hey, this what we see is only a shell. Underneath it all, our
Mm,
heart beats the same. Our we in pain, we cry, or we have a feeling. Have losses, whether it's jobs, whether it's a loved one. We have happiness as well. We all want to feel in some way loved, and
right.
I think that we realize our existence is the same in this illusion of our differences. We are more the same than we are different. That's the reason I love the African proverb, word that talks about
Right.
Ubuntu. I am because you are. And
Right.
I realize that, and I think if anything, this pandemic could teach us that we're so much of we breathe, we exist because of each other. That's the reason why we like cover up your face, because we're in contact, and we may not like to think of it like that, but we are constantly engaging each other in more ways than we are not. Even if someone doesn't like us, and the people you don't like, you're part of their existence. I am because you are. You are because I
Mhm.
am. We are each other. We are one. We are love. We really start to see that it is about our humanness,
Right.
and really celebrate the differences that we see at surfaces, because that's what makes this kaleidoscope an amazing experience that we call life, because of the gifts and talents. But it all come from one source, the one that we've been created by, and I reference and refer as God. And I
Right.
think that it's so important for me as an artist to say, how might I use this gift that I've been entrusted with to really enlighten people, to inspire them, and to motivate and to challenge their thought process about how we appreciate each other for what she or he, or whatever gender identity, how do we appreciate each's existence, right? Each person's existence, right? And
Right.
what that person brings to the table. And it's such an amazing thing. And I don't know if we get into this later, but I have a
Mhm.
foundation, the Arts Conservatory for Teens, which I started and have. Uh, we serve over 2,500 underserved, low income to moderate income families, and we have been able to change the trajectory of so many students' lives at a 180 degree. Students, we focused on high school graduation. I come from
Mhm.
a family that celebrates faith, music, and education, and because of it, I was greatly inspired. I'm one of 8 children, 5 boys, 3 girls. I'm one that was
Right.
born in a two-bedroom trailer, and I sometimes pinch myself and say, "Hey, look what God has done." Each has excelled because of our faith, our belief in just pursuing that which we feel that God has gifted us with, and from professors at universities to working in high positions in government, and to presidents of colleges and attorneys and Grammy Award winners. I mean, coming from a small town in a big family is unheard of. And thank
Right.
God that my parents They didn't have to go to court. They didn't have to go to jail. They didn't
Right.
have to go to the street corner or pull us off. And so that to me is a testament of what can happen. And because of
Right.
our experience, we um, have been able to do the same with my organization, right? And
Right.
um, and I've been able to celebrate and encourage students. And I said, as an artist, if I am so blessed, I will continue to pursue my education and music at the same time, all from undergraduate all the way up to the doctorate level, because I believe that there is something that if you have the opportunity, and it's not everyone's path, but I felt very compelled and very called to the path of expansion, not just in the creative musical world, but also in the creative intellectual space as well. And this is how we're able to really start to inspire and to continue to do all what we do. So grateful, man,
Right.
and so grateful for you, man. Thanks for playing the music and giving me this platform. I can't say thank you enough. I really mean that.
You're so more than worth, Alex. I thank you because I always tell people if you don't know Alex Harris, shame on you. This brother has that. Shame
You were
on
an
you.
early. I got to tell the world that you were an early believer in the Alex Harris music. So thank you.
Really. Right. When I first heard, I was like, woo, this brother, So, Alex, when you were talking about all the great work and the foundations, for all our listeners watching, how can we support you?
Sure. Well, I want you to support me. You can follow me on all my social media handles, Alex Harris Official on Instagram, but you can follow me easily, alexharrisofficial.com on my website, and all my handles are there: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. Please follow me there if you're on Spotify. And also, you can find out more about my foundation. There's Conservatory for Teens, artsconservatoryforteens.org, artsconservatoryforteens.org, and read all about what my team and I have been able to do. And I'm so grateful, man. I have a great team, and
Yeah.
really shout out to all of them for what they do as well.
Yeah. Shout out to the team. We have to give a shout out to the team. I want to give a shout out also to your family, to your mom and your dad. And I know, you
Yes,
know,
yes,
we have
yes.
to shout them
All
out.
my
And
sisters and brothers, yeah, cousins, uncles, aunties,
yeah. And Alice, could you give us
nephews,
the
nieces.
Nespers and these, could you give us the website for the Arts and Conservatory School again?
Yes, yes. Arts, ARTS, Conservatory, CONSERVATORY. 14s,
Mhm.
that's FOR. It's not a number. FOR teens, TEENS.org. And
That,
just check us out. We have yeah, that's it. We have an event coming up on the 29th of April. It's a virtual event, and we'll be announcing that it's our virtual breakfast. You'll see some of the students, some of our alum who've graduated and gone on to perform in world tours for Broadway and working for major film companies, and all students who are from low income communities, man. I'm so grateful that I can play a part in creating an environment that mentor them. And we have a global learning and research and creative workforce development space for all these kids. So I'm really excited. We're poised to scale and celebrate our 10th year as an official organization next October in
oh,
2022. So
wow.
we're super excited, and it's just
Yeah.
something, man. It's just an extension of who I am, coming from
Mhm.
Manchester. That's what we did. That's what our parents instilled in us, and so
Right.
grateful to continue to amplify that hope.
Yeah, I think that's great, and I also want to shout you out, Alex. That like this brother, not only does he have amazing voice, he's smooth, he's also educated. So he went to LaGrange College,
Yeah,
Bachelor of Arts in Human Services and Psychology.
right,
Also, a master's in theology and social work from Boston University. You
right.
continued on to uh, for counseling and your graduate studies from Harvard University, your doctorate in organizational leadership from Nova Southeastern University in Florida.
In Miami, yes, yes.
Yeah,
I value education, as I alluded to earlier, and I think they'll have to use all of my gifts and talents if I've been entrusted with them. And
right,
for this, it really helps to expand the platform of what I can share with some of the other folks out there. Some people told us that you have to do one or the other, and I'm grateful that our parents said, and it wasn't a thing that we pursued education. I say we because my siblings as well,
Uh-huh.
that we pursued, and we were afforded the opportunity to do so. We felt that it is very, very important to say, if we've been blessed with this knowledge, or to challenge ourselves in an expansion, why not uh, certainly provide this opportunity in some way or another, whether it's through an organization like mine, or mentorship, or speaking and inspiring someone, because it's those moments, that one experience, that can change the trajectory of anyone, regardless of age. I was talking to one of my colleagues about this one young lady when she was 5 years old, and how she heard Mahalia Jackson sing, and she was in China, I think, no, it was Japan, and that one concert at 5 years old changed her trajectory, and inspired her so much that she pursued. And when she was 18 years old, she came to the States, and she started gospel choir that tours all over the world. So I know, not just that story, but firsthand as well. There are students who've come to us through our master classes, because we bring in, celebrities and well accomplished professionals from various industries, from Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies, talking about the art of leadership, the art of entrepreneurship, the art of money management, and really going deep into what we consider development. So it's more than just teaching students how to kick a leg and dance, or stroke a brush and do a nice painting, or sing a note, or
Right.
hold a note, or become more aware of what tone or delivery is. But it's really about self-discovery and building self-confidence, and that's
Right.
what we learned. I mean, that's who I am. And I
Mm.
believe that when you think about soul music, it's about authenticity. So I
Right.
should bring all that to the forefront, and all of that I have experienced, and who I am. It comes through with the music. It's not about uh, you know carbon copy something that's already out there, saying, who is Alex? What am I? What am I supposed to? What gift am I been entrusted with? And I feel this moment is to vibrate high with this frequency we call soul R&B, with love songs, the ones that we hear, and to really bring some nice energy to the room.
That's right. And again, Alex, again, I commend you and the work and your
Thank you, man.
organization, because there's a lot of things, positive that, we don't get a chance to hear a lot about.
Right.
When you see artists and you think, oh, well, they're recording artists, but I think it's important. Like my grandmother was an educator. She was big on reading. Reading is fundamental, people. So you need to
Exactly.
read more, about artists and find out other ways that you can support them. And again, I just want to say thank you
Thank you.
so much. And for all those who are watching, ladies and gentlemen, my special guest is recording artist Alex Harris. He's a singer. He's an actor. He's a philanthropist. He's a soul R&B vocalist. That this brother Alex, I'm just gonna say, brother, you can sing the Bible. I already know that. I know you can sing
Yes, for sure, for sure. Gospel is a much part of who I am. Speaking of authenticity, and I love to celebrate that as well. And I still do gospel. And I just believe that when you think about soul music, it goes deeper than a genre for me. It's part of growing up in the little small town of Manchester, going to church 3 nights a week, and then and celebrating and staying long 8-hour services sometime, but 7 night revivals. All of that is part of who we am. So it's a
right.
spiritual experience. I think music in and of itself is. I don't care what genre: country, rock and roll, Christian gospel, R&B, soul, jazz, hip hop, heavy metal. I think it's very spiritual. And I think it's something that, because it connects with our existence beyond the surface, right? It cross boundaries. It's like water. It takes form in whatever it is
Yeah.
engaged, and it's so powerful. And that's the reason, like I always say, that I believe there are three most powerful elements of the universe: fire, water, and music.
Hmm. Amazing.
Because we
I
are we are, and if it were up to me, and not just being biased, but I think a logical way to think of it, because music, we are rhythm, we are sound, we are melody, and we're all of that. We're vibration, right? We're
mhm,
energy, and all of that is music. So music in some way is a reflection of our human existence, and that's what I believe.
Right. You're definitely teaching us a lesson. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break, and Alex Harris is going to perform for us. So continue to keep
Yeah.
it locked right here on Artist Talk. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Bridget Williams. I'm the owner of Necessities 101. Please follow the links below that will take you to my website and my business pages. I am trying to collaborate with stylists, bloggers, influencers, musicians, and everyone in between. I specialize in statement jewelry, so if you're planning a wedding or a photo shoot, I am your go-to person. Please check my page out. In doing so, you will be supporting a small business, and I would like to thank you in advance for that. Have a great day.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show, Artist Talk. My special guest is singer, actor, philanthropist, Mr. Alex Harris. I was hanging out with us tonight. Again, thank you so much. And,
Thank you, man.
he has a new album out. Number one, of course, it's titled Frequency. And Alex, can you tell us a little bit about the song that you're going to perform for?
Well, I'm gonna do this song. The one that's at number one on the indie soul charts is called "Falling for You." It's a little unplugged version. I give you this the kind of behind the scene way it was written. I'll pluck on the strings of the acoustic guitar and then hope you enjoy.
Okay.
Let's try this out here.
Okay.
Lifetime of love, it seemed like a long time till I met you, girl. You changed my mind. Take me to heaven every time. More happiness than money can buy. That the world keeps spinning around. Found a place for my soul. You're the good I've been waiting for, and I won't let go. Yeah. Every day I keep falling for you. Love is everything about you. Every day got me feeling brand new. Crazy about the things you do. Every day I keep falling. Can't resist the falling for you. Every day I keep falling for you. You, yeah. Just another man from an average town. Sweeter than honey, mama, look what I found. In this big world, so much coming at me. Wake up to you is all that matters to me. Let the world keep spinning around. Found a place for my soul. You're the good I've been waiting for, and I won't let go. Oh, every day I keep falling for you. Love is everything about you. Every day got me feeling brand new. Crazy about the things you do. Every day I keep falling. Can't resist falling for you. Well, you know, gravity can pull me to you. Every day I keep falling for you. Oh, falling for you. Oh, 24 hours, 7 days, 365 ways. I keep on falling, falling, falling. I'm falling for you. Every day I keep on falling, I keep on falling for you. Thank you.
What? You know what? I'm just going. I'm just going to leave. That I just. You
Man, come
know,
on, bro.
I'm just. It's just like what, ladies and gentlemen, the doors of the church are open. Pass the collection plate. Lead it. Donate all the money in the funds to Alex Harris and his foundation. you know, the Art Conservatory for Teens.org. Please support. I mean, Alex.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
thank you.
my Lord,
Man,
you just
we
sounded like
just grinding, trying to do a group work, man.
right. And that's what I call, you the rich, the tonus, the pureness. Like my grandmother used to say, the grit in your voice.
Oh,
You
thank
know,
you.
that's just this real. Like I was just saying, like my friend Costello, drop the mic, just drop everything. I mean, your voice is, hey, it's like a
Thank you,
vehicle for
Costello.
yeah, the voice is like a vehicle for spirit. It-
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I've always just hoped that the gift that I've been entrusted with can just bring joy and inspiration to people, and that's where it comes from. When I am writing songs, I or songs that are written that are given to me, I just want to connect with them and ensure that I can connect with it in a way that we can vibrate high, man. That people leave my shows, or if they see me on streaming or on television, that when they are done watching, that they feel inspired to do something positive. I never forget a story that I don't often remember to share. Uh, and that is when I was 12 years old, singing with my brothers and sisters. I I was at this church, and this lady came by, and she had seen us perform that morning on television. And she said, I lost my husband, I lost my son. And she said that I was really contemplating suicide, but I saw you come on television and it changed my life. And I was so inspired. She was just ecstatic. And not only, I mean, she said that I changed her life, but she
Mhm,
also, at 12 years old, enlightened me in a way that I say, oh, this gift and talent is more than just something I enjoy doing or don't take it lightly. And that's really started to, and so you never know how you're touching
mhm.
somebody, someone is touching you in a way far beneath the surface of our existence. So I wanted to
That's
just share that.
that's right. I think I mean, that's so important. And you know, being a public figure, and even though people think, oh well, I do music, why look up to me, but you never know what a person is going through,
Right.
and you just never know the impact that your
Exactly.
music could have on a person that may be going through something.
That's right. And not just the music. And I just say this to everyone that's listening or will listen later as well, is that whatever our gift and talent that we have discovered about ourselves, whether it's cooking in the kitchen, whether it's raking the yard, planting the garden, or opening the door for someone, you never know. Just doing something good, or if it comes to you to do something great, how it can not only inspire or touch someone in a positive way, but how it can change you by just doing something good. And that's the cool thing when I'm writing or get a chance to talk. I mean, look what you're doing, man. Everybody was streaming and doing quarantine,
Yeah.
and now you've been able to provide music and share your gift and talent by providing a platform for folks like me. and
Mhm.
it just changes the life it changes the energy of our universe in a way, in a positive
So,
direction, and we need more and more and more of that, and that's the whole concept of frequency, how we're using the
yeah.
platforms, you know.
Right. That's true. And I'm glad you shared that story. Because a lot of times, I don't really think about, I feel, I'm a radio personality, and even on my show. And I had a gentleman out of New York just one day, he had lost, kind of similar story. He had lost his wife. And he said, I don't normally say anything to you on Facebook. And he said, I see you sometime come on live when you're at the radio station. And he said, it was a show I used to do. I used to be on from like midnight to 6 o'clock in the morning. And he said, you were on live and you were just playing all these songs, stuff from Al Jarreau, George Duke. And he said, you played something by Patty Austin. And he said, my wife loved Patty Austin. I said, I love Patty Austin.
Wow.
And he said, I just want to say, just thank you. Your smile, your personality. He said, I don't know you, but it's something about your spirit that was warm that just made me remember the memories of my wife. So
That's
again,
amazing.
we have to be cognizant. We're all
Yeah.
human. We have good days, we have bad days, but you never know what that other person is going through. And sometimes that
Right.
one little smile or a hello could be a major impact on someone.
That is correct. That's so true. And just I tell people all the time that I recorded a song a little bit ago, talk about millionaire, saying that, and one of the things I said, that song really, I think, highlights the important fact of knowing that when it feels great when someone makes us feel like a millionaire because we feel love, but it's another thing to reciprocate that and make someone else, and not just in a romantic relationship, but also in just friendship or acquaintances, to just
Yeah.
really pour out and create that energy in your virtual work environment or in your physical environment when everyone is back doing things in person again. And it really, we'll really see that. Someone said this, and I heard them say it's nice to be nice, you know, and not for anything. A lot of time we get nice when we want something and we polish up,
Oh, right.
but it's nice to be nice. You know, even the days we're not just feeling, it's good to honor your feelings of you're not feeling well, but at the same time, who says because you're feeling well you have to be mean? Just say I'm not feeling well, but I hope you're having a great, something. And I try and become aware, or if I hurt someone feelings unaware, to say quickly
Right.
apologize and just pour back. And that's what the frequency title is all about, to say this is just one part, to kind of say, to sound the alarm and say raise the frequency. And this is what I'm doing on this particular EP, where it's love songs and family songs and social justice songs, but it's all
Right.
about valuing our amplifying the importance of the value that we must exude when it comes to the humanness of humanity.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you something, Alice. I don't want to put you on the spot now, but I'm gonna
You
ask you
can't do that.
anyway. You know, I love that song Millionaire. Can you just say a line or verse or something for
Sure.
some words, from words out of that song?
Yeah, let's see. It's not the key though. Let's see. They say love is more precious than gold, can be bought and it can't be sold. I've got love, enough to spare, that makes me a millionaire. I got a woman with eyes that shine down deep as a diamond mine. She's my treasure, so very rare. She makes me a millionaire.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. If you don't go and buy Alex Harris New album, Frequency. Shame on you. I'm telling you right now. Go get one for your mom and them, your auntie and them, your cousin and them, everybody in them. Because I'm telling you, the CD will bless your soul. Like the
Thank
owner
you.
B said, you know, you just feel the soul
Yeah.
and real music, live music.
Yes.
And
We got a lot of things coming, if I can share too. So stay
I'm
tuned.
sure.
Follow me because we're going to be doing some live shows, God's willing, and as my great aunt used to say, in the creek done rise. We're gonna be doing some great live shows coming. So stay tuned, and we will be streaming for those who don't want to make the trip to the cities or not in the city. And there's various cities throughout, and we're planning to do some this year, but gonna be tons next year. And we got a lot more music coming too. So stay tuned, and please, I will be so grateful for you to support the music by following me on Spotify, Alex Harris. And I'm just look that up, and share it to your social media if you like. It always helps to usually if you find something you enjoy or want to support something good, you can tell people. Text it to them. You can just press the share button and text or share it. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, trust me, you are always on my Spotify playlist, which I share with my
Thank you.
listeners.
Thank you.
You
Thank
know,
you.
Alex Harris. You know, everyone, please go over to alexharrisofficial.com. And I just want to say, Alex, thank you so much.
Oh no,
It's
thank you,
it,
man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
it's been an honor and a pleasure. And before I let you go, just
Hmm.
for someone watching this, to go whoever go back and watch the replay, what's the best advice that you've been given that you can share?
The best advice that I've been given was at LaGrange College. Um, I've been getting a lot of advice, but this is the one I feel to share tonight, and that is don't use the gift, let the gift use you.
Oh,
And I pondered that for so long, and I start to realize what that really means. And I don't think I have a meaning. It's not divine. I think it's an ever evolving understanding of what that means. And as I grow as an individual, as an artist, as a entrepreneur, as a leader, so I think that that's a lesson that I started to explore when that was shared with me by the chaplain. I had produced an event called Rocco One, and it was just all about rocking the campus and like a let me say 2.0. That was the first one that we ever did, and
right.
um and the idea was to bring people together. It was the second most attended event, graduation being the first that we did. And in Georgia, LaGrange, Georgia, um, it's grown a lot, but as far as racial divide and so on and so forth, and religious denomination divide, it has grown. It's growing, and I'm so appreciative to have contributed whatever I have, and always try and go back. So I love my alma mater. I'm always involved, and they're doing so many great things, and I learned a lot. That was part of my foundation, and as I finished my parents' homeschool.
Yeah.
But after finishing parents homeschool. But anyway, yeah. So don't use the gift; let the gift use you.
All right. My brother, thank you. Many blessings to you, your family. I will continue to support your music. Anything that I can do on my end, I'm always in your corner.
Thank you, man.
Just a phone call, email away. Ladies
Appreciate
and
it.
gentlemen, singer, actor, philanthropist, Alex Harris. Come back to the show anytime.
It- I thank you for that, and I will do that. I'll take you up on that. Thanks, man. I really enjoyed the conversation tonight. Thank you for having me. Thank your team for the support they're giving to ensure that you're continuing to do what you do, and just God bless everybody, and stay well, stay safe, and stay positive.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. Good night. Wow. And again, I have to also thank all of you, an amazing team. I have to thank Nicole. I have to thank Chef D. I have to thank all of you, my classmate, Altris. Oh, thank you so much. Love you all. What a great show. Alex Harris. His new album is titled Frequency. I'm telling you, you want one for the house and one for your car. The CD, it's just real music. That's all I can say about the project. Again, alexharrisofficial.com. Don't forget, jump over to what? KWard Radio, the YouTube channel, and make sure you subscribe and share with your friends and your family. The website, KWardRadio.com. Any artists that would like to be featured on the show, email me all of my contact information, mail me your projects, any monetary gifts that you want to give to the show is very appreciative. My Cash App information, PayPal, all that jazz. Don't forget to join me on tomorrow for Feature Friday. National recording artist Dean James will be right here up close and personal talking about his new project. You don't want to miss it. So until tomorrow, make sure you take care of yourself and be kind to others. Next time.
Hey guys, this is Jazzie KWard, and I'm so excited to tell you about this new show called Feature Fridays. It's about musicians, writers, actors, anybody that has that it factor, showcasing their new music, new projects, and you're going to have it right here with Jazzie KWard. I hope to see you there.